Thanks for joining us here in the Fox 4 Weather Center. While things are nice and quiet here across southwest Florida, all eyes are on our next storm system, one that's going to be affecting us and actually through southwest Florida this time tomorrow night. So by this time tomorrow night, a cold front will have cleared Collier County and we'll start to feel that cooler, drier air. We just have to get through that time frame. Let's take a live look outside right now. Things today warm and humid. Ahead of that approaching storm system, high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, feeling more like the lower 90s with that warm southerly wind. Those southerly winds really will be kicking up as we look ahead to tomorrow. So first, let's talk a bit more about this monstrous weather setup. Some good news, though, is that this line of storms is actually showing some signs of weakening. Unfortunately, we do still have that tornado threat stretching from Mississippi all the way to Pennsylvania. And when we're talking about this area right here, parts of western West Virginia into southeastern Ohio, this is a spot, by the way, Charleston, Huntington Tri-State, the Ashland area. If you're familiar with this part, we had a 92 and a 102 mile per hour wind gust earlier today from another line of storms that came through. This is an area already dealing with damage, and now we have another round of potentially strong and severe storms coming through. So unfortunately, many of these locations here, stretching from the Ohio River Valley back toward the southeast and now into the deep south, are dealing with multiple rounds of severe weather. That's going to be the case heading through the night tonight. But some good news, if you were with me early on Fox 4 News at 5 and 6, we had a big bullseye of red right here over Ohio and also extensive orange. Well, now that bullseye is gone. There is still that threat for the southeastern half of Ohio, slight risk for severe weather, but a level 2 out of 5 versus a level 4 out of 5. Certainly some big improvements there as that threat has diminished somewhat. Still, though, it extends and is quite expansive again from Alabama all the way up to the panhandle of West Virginia, seeing that enhanced threat for severe weather tonight. Looking ahead to tomorrow, as that system works its way toward the east, it will continue to show signs of weakening. Still that slight risk for severe weather in effect from the Delmarva Peninsula along the east coast all the way here into north and central Florida, clipping some of our northernmost communities right here for northern Sarasota County. But otherwise, as that line works its way here into southwest Florida, it will continue to weaken. That's why we only have a marginal threat for severe weather, a level 1 out of 5. This means that a few storms could be strong or severe. Still need to be on guard, but at least we don't have that exceptionally high risk as our friends toward the north have been dealing with here for the last couple of days. So from DeSoto County, Charlotte, Lee, into portions, well, Olive Glades, parts of Hendry, the northern part of Collier in that marginal threat looking ahead to tomorrow. Again, this means that severe risk, the potential for gusty damaging winds, that is a possibility with isolated strong and severe cells. Otherwise, all of us will be dealing with wind gusts 40 miles per hour, kicking up 11 a.m. onward, continuing through the afternoon and evening. As for rainfall, less than 1 inch expected. Marine conditions obviously going downhill. So the morning starts off warm, muggy, windy conditions increasing, but it's not until after 4 o'clock that those storms start to work their way into our northernmost communities, into Port Charlotte and Arcadia around 6:30, Lee County around 8 o'clock, and then clearing Collier County by 10 and 11 o'clock. So that's what we can expect through the day tomorrow. By this time tomorrow night, things wrapping up, followed by a cool down on Thursday.